Glasses.
Glasses, ew.
Hey,
Oh,
you're on a team of Northerners here, so you're the odd one out.
well, yeah, I believe we're live, and actually that's good timing, yeah, because everybody on this call will say glasses, and I'll be the only one who says glasses, right? So, little
Yeah, we're
poll
not
in the
touch enough.
little poll in the chat. Who says glasses and who says glasses? Hello, everyone. Welcome on this very sweaty Tuesday evening, and it's going to get hotter to Zoomdown Season 5. So, yes, quick recap from last week, if I can remember what happened, because I'm very tired. George, you won. That's why you're here.
Correct.
Elliot, you won. That's why you're here, but you weren't here on Thursday. So, yeah. Welcome both. We've got our interim. Actually, people talking about the UFC in the chat. We've got our interim champ, who's George, and our actual champ, Elliot. Sorry, not actual. That's disrespectful. Yeah, and then obviously, whichever of you lucky
And then
chaps
future
wins,
champ.
yeah, gets to take on future champ and champ of something else, obviously that we will talk about a bit later on. But yes, thank you for joining us. As usual, I'll say hello to my two little helpers. So let's start with Beachy first. How are you today?
Hello, beautiful. I'm all right. I've got a wonderful start of the day here from Pseudonymous. While there have been 216 words declared on Zoomdown that begin with the letter B, only 2 words have ended with B. They're both fours, club and drab. That is our little
Nice.
start of the day from Pseudonymous 8128.
You nicked it. I'd literally just read that. I was waiting for everyone to shut up so I could see it.
Well, Rach, do you want to read out what David Hilton's put?
Wow, yeah, I was going to read that next. So Elliot Miller is a great speller, but George Armstrong never gets it wrong. Both of these players are on fire, so this match will go down to the wire.
He's a poet, and he
Lovely.
does know it.
I tried to make them sound like they rhyme. Sorry if I said your surname wrong.
And today marks 3 years when Dan Byram. Okay, when you won the. Yeah, we mentioned that before the call started, so congratulations on that. But anyway, Mr. Chairman, let's come to you first. How was your weekend? We'll talk a bit in more detail about Stockport later, but how did you fare?
Mood-wise, good. Enjoyed it. Gameplay-wise, not so good, and Dan will attest to that.
Yeah, we'll talk more about that one later. But welcome back, Tuesday champ, Elliot. How you feeling?
Hello. Yeah, quite good. Or at least I was feeling good until you started talking about how superior Dan was, to be fair. My mood's deflated a bit now.
He's superior in so many ways, like growing hair as well. For example, we've got polar opposites on the call today. So, yeah, cool. But yeah, welcome, Dan. Great to have you here. Obviously, very, very strong opponent for whichever of these lovely gentlemen wins. So, looking forward to seeing you in action again, which always sounds weird when I say it. But anyway,
Glad to be here.
good stuff. Thank you for being here. Links, everybody's ready to go, right? It's
Yep.
saying
Yes,
ready.
I think so.
Smashing.
Let the gear fest commence.
Well, I wasn't going to say anything, but Beachy, you're allowed. So,
I'm
right,
not.
without further ado, let's get started. Round 1 is letters to be picked by Elliot. Good luck, both.
Yeah, good luck, George.
Good luck.
Start with 4 consonants, please.
Okay, N, K, S, and M.
And 3 vowels.
A, I, E.
Another vowel.
Another I,
And final vowel, please.
and a final E. Round 1 starts now. Round 1 done. Elliot,
7.
George,
7.
Elliot,
Meanies.
And George.
And meanies as well.
A pair of meanies. Very good. Beachy.
Yeah,
Anything more?
meanies is beautiful. I will put the updates on for everyone. The other one is Nemesia. That's Nemesia. And that is a plant related to the snapdragon. It's cultivated for its colourful, funnel-shaped flowers. So you'll learn something new every day.
Lovely. Very pretty.
I was toying with fishing for an N for mankinis there, but I couldn't remember if it was actually it.
Oh,
Wanted it to
fantastic.
be there.
I'm sure if I make some kind of football bet for the coming season, I might end up wearing one to a co-event. But it's bad enough wearing a Man United shirt, which is going to happen at Durham.
Oh, God.
Just to confirm, it would have been in, by the way. You could have had mankinis if it came up.
Nice. 7 apiece. Into round 2. George, it's your letters.
Consonant.
P.
Oh. And then a VC6, please.
O, W, A, N, U, and R.
Vowel.
E.
And a consonant.
And final T. 30 seconds starts now.
Stop it. Oh my God.
Okay, that's your lot. George,
7.
Elliot,
7.
George,
Autopen.
nice, and Elliot,
Pronate.
pronate, auto pen and pronate. Very nice. Any
Yeah,
advance on 7?
both lovely countdown words there. Another 7 was outwear. Operant as well. There was a single 8 that was on offer. Excuse me, which was uptowner.
Oh, nice.
And I'm presuming that is somebody who lives uptown. Yeah. Yeah, just into an uptown area.
Doesn't look like anybody had that in the chat. Dan, did you get? No, he's shaking his head. Cool. Okay.
Can't see it in the comments, but what I can see is Mr. Hilton saying he'd love to see Elliot in a mankini.
Who knows? If he wins the whole season, maybe. Series.
Oh, okay, there we go. Rabbit with a shotgun, said Uptowner.
Well done, Rabbit. Cool.
Let's hop into the
14.
next round. Hey!
14-14. And Elliot, first pick of the numbers.
There. Let's be boring and go 1 large.
Elliot.
Let's be boring indeed. 3, 4, 9, 8, and 3. Big one is 50. Target for this first numbers round is 265. Best of luck.
Oops.
And that's time. Elliot,
Yeah, 265.
George.
265.
Cool. Take it away, Elliot.
Oh, sorry,
8.
Daz, have you got the whiteboard?
Hey, that's my boy. Thank you for reminding me. I would have looked like a
There we go.
right numpty. Cool, let's do it.
8 times 4 plus 3 for 35.
Yeah.
35 multiplied by 9 for 315.
3, 1, 5.
And subtract the 50.
Nice.
Cool. 2, 6, 5. Smashing. George,
50, add 8, add 9.
50 add 8 add 9 equals 67.
Times by 4 for 268.
4, 4, 2, 6, 8.
And take off one of the 3s.
Take off 3. For 2, 6, 5. Lovely stuff. Well done, chaps.
Beautiful.
Cool. I think I went conventional 53 times 5. Rach,
Yes,
anything
I was
interesting?
surprised they didn't as well. Most interesting was 795 divided by 3.
Can't believe you
And
didn't go for that.
47 by 17 minus 4 and divided by 3. So easy.
Easy peasy. Anything interesting in the chat? Not
How
really.
interesting do you want?
Oh, and just to clarify for Alan, there wasn't an Alan AFP. I checked. Every solution involves the 50.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
Dave Lord. Was he the fella at Blackpool who had the banjo? Was it no, ukulele? Is he the
Yes.
ukulele fella?
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. I love Dave. Right, okay, sorry. Little journey off. 24, round 4. George, your letters.
CV7, please.
Okay. L U Z E D I and F.
Vowel
A
and another vowel, please.
and a final E. Off you go. Time is up. George.
Let's go for a 9, why not?
Good lad. Elliot.
Yeah, I'll go for the same 9 then.
George.
Feudalize.
Nice.
Utilise.
Very nice. If someone's got their sound turned up quite loud, if you could turn it down a little bit, because I can hear myself, and it's bad enough you all have to hear me. I don't want to hear myself as well. Beachy.
Yeah, feudalise is absolutely smashing. Yeah, feudalise means to bring under a feudal system. The example sentence given here is William the Conqueror feudalised England. So yeah, that is obviously the 9 over. Amazing.
Beautiful. Unfortunately for you two, lots and lots of people in the chat got it. So, I mean, you're still very special, boys, but, not in this case. Right. At 42-42 after 4 rounds, I knew it was going to be a cracker. That's going to jinx it now. Elliot, round 5 letters.
4 consonants and 3 vowels, please.
Okay. R, H, N, and S. I, E, I.
Consonant
T.
and another consonant.
And another S. Clock starts. Time is up. Elliot.
8.
George.
8.
Elliot.
Sinister.
Nice. And George.
Shiniest.
Yeah, like my head. Very good.
Both
Solid
brilliant,
8
yeah.
points. Was there anything more? Probably not.
Yeah, no, there wasn't. Inherits was there. And there was another 8, which was Shinties. That is a Scottish 12-a-side game resembling hockey. It's played with curved sticks, and taller goalposts, and derived from the Irish game of hurling. But yeah, nothing more than 8.
Beautiful. Wow. Shiniest, inherits, shinties, all good in the chat. Very well done. Japan is the shriniest country I've ever been to. Oh, I like that. That was good. Cool. 50-50 after round 5. Into round 6. George, your numbers.
Let's try 4 large.
Let's.
Nice.
Your small numbers are Rachel's disappeared off my screen, so I just heard her pipe up there. I was like, oh, where's she gone?
She got really
Right,
excited about the 4 large.
Yeah. Well, 2 and 1 are your smalls, and the larges are coming out as 75, 25, 50, and 100. And the target is 792. Good luck. All right, that's your time, George.
792.
Elliot.
Yeah, 792.
Cool. Go for it, George.
You got the board ready?
I was just about to
Ah,
say.
every time. I say I'm so full of admiration for George and Elliot. I just kind of sit there staring like an obsessed schoolgirl.
Drooling.
Yeah. Right. Mr. Armstrong, take it
100
away.
minus 1 is 99.
Minus 1 is 99.
75 times 2 is 150. Add the 50 for 200.
Yeah.
Divide that 200 by 25 for 8. Times 99.
Yeah. Oh, and there he goes. Perfect. So I only have to write once. Brilliant stuff. I might have seen that with about another 15 seconds on the clock. Rach.
I did it the same way as the lads, but there was only one other solution. Doing 74 times 2, add 50, and then you can times 100 over 25. The same
Nice.
Lovely. 60, 60. All square. Round 7. Elliot, your letters.
Let's start with 4 vowels.
4 vowels. A, I, another A, and E.
3 consonants.
R, L, and V.
Another consonant
C,
and another consonant.
and to finish, it's L. Off you go. That's your time, Elliot.
I'll stick on an 8.
George,
In that case, I will just play with a 6.
what's your 6, please?
Recall.
Nice. And Elliot,
Cavalier.
Cavalier.
Nice one.
Very nice. Very, very good. Peachy, I'm sure
Were you,
a lot of
were you
people...
toying with a 9?
I was wondering if you
Ooh.
could put the extra L in for some sort of archaic spelling.
I think there might be a different 9.
What is it?
And
Yeah.
what do you think that is?
Varicella.
Varicella.
Oh, nice. Very
Measles?
nice.
Yeah,
right?
varicella.
Very nice.
Absolutely amazing. It's the technical term for chickenpox.
Chicken
Nice.
pox.
Yeah.
I knew it was some kind of spotty skin condition. Yeah. Brilliant.
Wow. Yeah, that is amazing.
I learned that probably within the last week, I think. So just luckily it came up here. Well, not that lucky. It could have come up in my game,
To
but
say, yeah, you should have saved that for the next game. We have a break in the scores. Well done, Dan, there, by the way. 68 Elliot, 60 to George. And George, you can play catch up. It's your letters.
CV7, please.
N, O, C, E, D, A, and R.
Vowel
O,
and a consonant.
and to finish, T. Off you go. Time. George?
9.
Elliot?
I'll go with a 9 as well then.
George?
Cartooned.
Cartooned. Cartooned. Have we got ourselves another one?
Yeah, we have. Oh,
Amazing.
honestly, yeah, that is amazing. There's an interesting 8 there, which is creodont, and that's a fossil carnivorous mammal of the early tertiary period. But yeah, obviously, cartooned takes it. That's just incredible.
Creodont. So I
Lord.
wonder if it's got anything to do with teeth. Maybe it had big teeth.
You're right. Yeah, origin late 19th century. The odont is tooth. Yeah. The krios is flesh. Yeah, from Greek.
Fleshy tooth. Love it.
Yeah, basically.
Anyway, let's
Just got a question
clap for the ninth.
Pseudonymous. Like, just want to find out what is the max number, like the most number of 9s that have been available in one game on Zoomdown. There, see if he can come back with that answer.
I promise we're not rigging the letters either. These guys are just really good. Cool. 86 to Elliot, 78 to George after 8 rounds. Where's this going to go? George, it's your numbers.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. It's Elliot's numbers. What are you talking about?
You know what? You choose. Does anything?
Oh,
6 small.
Imagine if I chose 1 large now. It'd be such a letdown. Let's go for Rachel's fave. 3 large.
Oh,
So your smalls are 3, 1, and 7. Your 3 larges are 75, 25, and 50. Target for this round.
Oh, you know, say this is me on the buttons. There we go.
Will be 482. 482. Off you go. Time, please. Elliot.
Yeah, 482.
George.
482.
Elliot, take it away after I pick the board up. Wasn't going to forget a third time. Right.
Right, 75 plus 1.
Yeah.
Multiply by 7 for 532.
Yeah.
And subtract the 50.
Lovely. And George.
Slightly more convoluted. 50 over 25 is 2, times 3 is 6.
3 equals 6. Yeah.
Take from the 75 for 69.
Nice.
Times by 7 for 483. And then take the 1.
Put it up there
Nice,
so everyone can see. Happy with those, Rach? Anything else?
yeah, I'm happy with those. I'm sad. I'm just happy they had the top answer and the bottom answer on the quantum tombola. Yeah, there was nothing interesting solution-wise, so that was the most interesting part.
Does going down top to bottom mean things? Or is it just the order they come out in?
Just the order they come out in. I don't know what order, how it's actually ordered, but yes, it's the top solution showing and the bottom solution showing.
Cool. Going back to your question, Rach, Pseudonymous says 3 has happened a few times, and then he says caps.
Don't shout with these in.
But never 4.
But never 4. And then specifically, this is the 9th time that 3 9s have been available in a Zoomdown game. Numbers, no surprises. Some very, very good solutions there. Lovely stuff. Cool. Right, that's end of round 9. So we'll pause and we will chat to the lovely Mr. Byram. Because, yes, so 3 years ago, obviously, you became a champion. But tell us a bit more about a recent championship that you won.
Yeah, so if anyone is familiar with the board game Catan, I recently, as of about 2 weeks ago, became the UK national champion, which is a massive surprise The coolest thing about it is it means I get to go to the European Championships and the World Championships in 2026 and 2027. And it was just a really amazing experience. It was a 2-day. I had to qualify for the finals. You have to win a regional tournament. I'd only attended one regional tournament in Sheffield, which I didn't win. But the person who did win declined their invitation. So then I got invited as the next one down. So I didn't even win my regional, but then the actual tournament was a 2-day event. The first day was like preliminaries. You played 3 matches, 4 players on a table. Top 16 qualify for the next day, which 16, there's 4 tables of 4, which is a semi-final, and then there's a final. And I just happened to get the right combination of luck and good placements and good rolls to win. The funniest thing is, because the winner of Sheffield didn't come, me and another player, basically the second and third or joint second finishers from Sheffield, ended up as first and second in the national championships. So there's obviously a big pool of talent in Sheffield.
Good to know. And yeah, for anyone in the chat or on the call who isn't really familiar with Catan, can you do like a 10-second or 15-second elevator pitch to tell us, what it is and what you have to do?
Okay, so on the board there is a hexagon of a 3x3x3 hexagon, or you could say a 3-4-5-4-3 hexagon of tiles which represent resources, 5 different resources: brick, wood, sheep, wheat, and ore. You put little buildings, houses on the different corners of those hexes, and you put numbers on them which represent dice rolls. And when you roll the dice, and your house is next to the number that comes up, then you get those materials, and those materials allow you to pay for new things and expand your empire. But the main point of the game, though, is it's a game about trading, so you can trade your resources with other people. So there's a lot of balancing between different players, and you can also rob other players with knights and robber to try and stop whoever's running away with it from running away with it. It's very fun. I recommend everyone get into it.
It is great fun.
Latchford said, you can only keep one championship, Countdown or Catan. Which one do you keep?
Be
careful. Remember which community you're talking to.
I keep the Catan because that lets me, expenses paid, go to European World Championships. And I would have qualified for Champion of Champions anyway in Countdown and had a good time. I had a great experience. I would have played exactly the same number of matches, and Matt O'Connor would have instead won a Countdown, which would have been worthy. So I'll keep the Catan. But luckily, I get to keep both, so it doesn't matter.
Where is the European Championship?
They haven't announced them out. They haven't announced either of them yet.
Cool.
Where are you hoping?
Birmingham.
I'm just hoping anywhere outside the UK.
Oh yeah, imagine that.
Yeah, World Championships in Lincoln in a couple of years. Yeah. See if you can double up. See if it's around January. Anyway, yes, congratulations, Dan. That's brilliant. You can't stop winning, can you? Excellent. Speaking of winning, Elliot is at the moment. He's 8 points ahead. It's 96 to him, 88 to George. And George, your letters.
CV7.
D-I-S-E-N-O and G.
Vowel.
Another O.
And a consonant.
And finish another N. Good luck. And that's time. George,
7.
Elliot.
I'll stick on a 7.
Okay. George, what's your 7?
Dingoes.
Oh. And Elliot.
Endings.
Cool. What were you toying with?
I am confident Ionogens was in at some point, but I have a feeling it might be one of the removed words.
Well, the best here is 7. One of which is nuggies. Noosing goodies as well, but yeah, 7 was the best from this particular selection.
I'm just going to check Dave's.
They are
Paper
molecules or
fibre
functional groups within a molecule that can disassociate to form ions. So I imagine it was in, and it's just too sciencey.
It was, and ionogenic was also in for 9, which would have been nice.
Wow.
Cool.
Okay.
7, 7. Elliot's past the century, 103. George is almost there with 95. Elliot, it's your letters.
4 vowels, please.
E, A, sports, E, and I.
3 consonants.
T, D, and B.
Consonant.
G.
And another consonant.
And to finish, it's P. Clock starts now. Okay, Elliot
Let's go for an 8.
and George.
Let's go for an 8 as well then.
Yes, Elliot, what's yours?
Debitage.
Well, that is the risky one I have also got written down.
Or debitage. I don't know. Beachy, break their hearts or make them happy.
I'm not breaking their hearts. Debitage is absolutely brilliant. It is an archaeological term, which I didn't think. I thought it would have something to do with debiting. But waste material produced in the making of prehistoric stone implements. So yeah,
Very
definitely
good.
didn't think it was that.
Lovely. Very nice. 111 103 in the chat. What was it? Jay Butler. Been ages since we've done this. Oh, it's great to have you back, Jay. It hasn't been ages since we've done this. It's like a few days. But yeah, it's good to have you back. And bacon or ham? Pig debate. Oh, nice.
Oh.
Very good. Very, very good. Right, 4 rounds left. George, you're picking letters this time.
CV7.
R, E, T, A, another R, I, and J.
Consonant.
N,
And another consonant.
and another T. Off you go. And that's your time all done. George,
7.
Elliot,
7.
George,
Terrain.
Elliot.
Retrain.
Nice.
Yeah.
I was on Natia, but I couldn't see any more.
Yeah, 7 was the best. Obviously, George's terrain. I'm in the northeast, and it looks like it's going terrain tonight. Oh, just get in the bin, Adam. There was another one which was tartine. That is a slice of bread with a sweet or savoury topping. So, like avocado, cheese, salmon. Sounds posh to me, but yeah, I'm on a basic diet.
It's basically just French
Yes.
jam on toast.
Yeah. A few other 7s. Can't go without mentioning radia.
Tartia.
Ratia. Nitrate, tertian, that kind of thing. But yeah, 7 was the best you could do.
Apologies to any French people in the chat. I'm sure George didn't mean it.
I didn't mean it
Trainer.
negatively.
Tartar. Nitrate.
Oui,
Yeah, that was
oui, I
another
love a
one I
good
saw.
Frenchman. I don't know what that was.
Alan saying hi to Martin R. Isn't that nice? Cool. 118, 110 in favour
Can I
Elliot.
just say, I think my doorbell is going, so I'm just going to go and check that.
Cool. If you hear the clock going, I promise we haven't started without you. Right. Well, he's gone. Oh, it's his letters. That's annoying.
It's okay, you can just pick for him like you did on the numbers.
3 large again? Anyway, well, Elliot's gone to... Yeah. Don't apologise to the French. Oh no, it's GeoHag.
Tracy,
Yeah. Welcome,
Yes.
Tracy.
how did I guess?
Nice to have you here. Who else have we got in?
While Elliot's away, there was this interesting 6, which is Injera, Injera. That's a white leavened Ethiopian bread made from teff flour. So a lot of foodie words here. I don't know, that
Nice.
just stood out to me. I think 'cause-
Arrive.
Was it anyone interesting?
Oh, it was next door dropping off some containers I'd left with him. I'd taken some food round.
So no.
Correct.
Elliot, it's your letters.
3 consonants.
Okay. T, R, and S.
2 vowels.
O and A.
Another consonant.
N,
Another consonant.
another S.
A vowel.
E,
And a consonant.
and a final S. Good luck. Okay, Elliot.
Go 9.
George.
I will also go for a last minute 9.
Excited. Elliot.
A centaurs.
That's what I've done.
Centaurs.
And there goes that stat.
Another 18 points. Absolutely amazing.
I was,
Oh.
for 28 seconds there, I was cursing Elliot for not picking a vowel.
Did you want assertion?
Etc. Assertion, etc. Yes.
Yeah.
Resonates.
No, when he didn't do it, I was like, no, I wanted an eye.
Yeah. And a centaur, for anyone in the chat who might be interested, any viewers, is to express approval or agreement. So someone who does that. Yeah. But yeah,
Were I wearing a hat, I would take it off. Go on, Beachy.
there was a nice 8 there, which was Santeros.
Mm-hmm.
And Santero in Mexico and other Spanish-speaking areas of the southwestern US, very specific regional, is a person who makes religious images.
Yeah?
Yeah, Santeros.
Like MSR.
Also treasons as well, senators, that kind of thing. But yeah, obviously, as senators, this is just crazy.
Madness. 2 rounds to go. 8 points in it. 136 to 128. Cracking stuff. George, I think I know what you're going to go for, but what numbers would you like?
Go on, let's have one final roll of the 4 large dice.
Oh, good lad. Okay. Your 2 smallies are 4 and 5, and the larges are coming out 75, 25, 50, and 100. All right. Final target of this game is 733. Best of luck. Off you go. And that's time. George,
733.
Elliot.
No, I'm on 734.
Okay, George. Cats amongst pigeons. Wait.
Board.
Oh, I think I just spotted it as well.
Okay, go.
100 plus 50 take 4 is 146.
Yes, it is.
Times by 5 for 730. And
Yeah.
then 75 by 25 is 3 to add on.
Yeah, well done.
Oh,
Smashing
that
stuff.
is amazing.
Great solve.
Oh,
And I'm not lying, but I got that. I got that way. So I was quite chuffed with that. But well done, George. That takes you 2 points into the
that's
lead.
just, wow.
What a game, lads. This is beautiful. It's
This will
amazing
be
to
one of the
watch.
stats if this is possibly the highest joint score at some point.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sure we'll find out. What we do know though, Pseudonymous has told us that this is the highest amount scored just on letters alone. I think it was 106 Elliot scored on letters. But yeah.
Well, before we go into the conundrum, I'd just like to say this already ranks as the highest combined score so far this series before the conundrum. So,
That's just
but
insane.
let's not hang around because we've got these two chaps who probably want to get on with it. So move us to the final round, please, Beachy. Let's have a buzzer test, please. That's George's rather warped sounding one. Elliot. Slightly better. Cool. All right.
Best of luck, George.
Everybody's
Good luck.
ready. Let's reveal this crucial Zoomdown conundrum. That's Elliot on 2.7 seconds.
Saltpeter?
Brilliant stuff. Yes. Well done. Wow. What a game, chaps. What a game. Elliot 146. George 138. Anywhere near that, George?
You could have given me a week.
And it's
That's-
nice that Andy was with us as well. Platt's here, obviously. So
That's three crucials I've had to escape on. No.
well, you've done brilliantly so far. Yeah. What more to say? That was just beautiful to watch.
Yeah, well played.
Yeah,
Well
that was
done,
incredible.
George.
Amazing.
Yeah. So yeah. Anything to add? BG, Brach?
Yeah, saltpeter, for anyone interested, it's potassium nitrate, especially as a component of gunpowder. But that's all from me. I'll get the next game set up. That was amazing to watch.
I'm just
Nice
trying
one.
to remember
I'm just quickly going to the loo.
Go for it.
what was your record, Elliot? Was it 152 before Matt beat it?
Yeah, I think it was Tom who beat it, wasn't it?
Yeah,
It was
sorry,
Tom
yeah.
Stevenson and then
As
Killian
soon as I
McMulligan.
said it, I went, "That's wrong." But yeah, so you weren't far off your record in that.
I would have had it if I got that 733, but couldn't see the wood for the trees.
Yeah.
Mm,
There were only two solutions for that.
I was trying for 75 times 50 and divide by 5 and some sort of trick with that to try and get the 17, but
Yeah. No, the only other way was something times 2 minus 25. What would that be?
379 times 2.
Yeah. Yeah,
Wow.
so that was the only other way of doing it.
There's a stat for you. 138 has been scored in a game 4 times. Only one of those won their game.
Wow.
Crikey.
That's the standard that we're playing at here. It's definitely not the standard I'd be playing at, but I'm not playing, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, that combined score is going to be really tough to beat. 284. The next one, the next highest after that is 248, which was Mouse against Elliot.
Crazy.
So yeah, it's going to take some beating that. Yeah, there's a long way to go. While we wait for Dan, how many? I'm sure I gave this number last time. We have 43 more games to get through before the quarterfinals start, and then obviously the quarterfinals is where it gets really interesting. So
If we can beat this, then wow, that is something.
yeah, I hope we haven't peaked. It's going to be boring shite for the rest of the series. Right, hang
Can I
around.
have the link to the
No,
game?
you got to play blind. Sorry.
Can I also have the spec link so I can play along?
All right, Peachy, you take care of George's request, and I'll send Dan the
Okay.
P2 link.
Which one?
Right, I will message you that, George.
Thank you.
On good old Facebook.
Facebook. Sorry, Dan. This is taking a little while. Not because I've been distracted by videos of cats, I promise. There you go. P2 link. All right. Don't think I really need to remind anyone, but Elliot wins this. He becomes our second tetrachamp of the season, joining MSR on 4 wins. My Baldy brother from another mother also sits there in the top 8 with 3 wins so far. So it's taking shape. It's looking good. But let's crack on. Yeah. Good luck, both.
Best of luck, Dan.
Good luck, Elliot.
Good luck, both.
Yeah,
I
good
think
luck.
we've all recovered. Elliot, it's your letters.
Start with 4 vowels and 3 consonants then.
Okay. A, E, another A, another E. R, R, C.
And vowel
E,
and a consonant.
and to finish, S. 30 seconds starts now. And that's that. Elliot,
7.
Dan,
7.
Elliot,
Rodriguez.
and
Yeah, same word. I've no idea if it's not visible.
it's
No,
rather
it's-
blurry.
I haven't
Cheat.
got the Zoom call up because I've got the thingy up. So, wait, I can switch though. Let me see if I. Oh, right. Let me take off the blur. That would be a very useful thing to do, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Wipe the Vaseline off the camera.
Here you go.
There we
There
There
go.
we
trust-
go.
I trusted you anyway. Like you didn't have, but yeah.
Same.
Cool.
Yeah.
7-7.
Well done on not risking recrease, Dan, because 7 is the best. Yeah.
I don't think I'd have gone for that, even if Elliot had said 8, to be honest.
Yeah, Korea's was the only one. And just a few 6s, races, eraser, crease, that kind of thing.
I can't believe he's stalling for so long so he can write careers down in his notepad. Wow, you know. Cool. 7-7. Round 2. Dan's letters.
4 consonants, 3 vowels, please.
The classic. V, T, G, and another T. I, E, and A. Sports.
A vowel.
Triple O.
And a consonant.
Lastly, M. 30 seconds starts now. And that's time. Dan,
A last second 6.
Elliot,
8.
8. Dan, what's your 6?
Motive.
And Elliot.
Ooh.
Motivate.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh, unlucky. Yeah,
Oh dear.
it happens. I
Yeah,
bet you
well-
feel like
Sorry.
you feel like a mega tit there, Dan.
Yeah.
Beachy.
Yeah, Megatit was the only 7. No. Motivate is great. Yeah, there was 1 7 which was Gavot. G-A-V or
Kind of
double
dance,
T-E.
right?
That is a medium-paced French dance.
Yeah.
So someone motivate me to do that.
Gabbard. Lovely. Well, Elliot 15, Dan 7. Round 3 numbers. Elliot, they're yours.
One large, please.
Okay. 7, 3, 6, 10, and 4. And your large number is 25. You'll be going for 147. Good luck. Elliot,
Yes.
Dan,
Yeah.
go on, why not?
25 times 6, take 3.
Says something when even I can do it.
I mean, when it was that easy, you could have at least gone for the Allen AFP and gone for something more
I didn't
fun.
want to risk anything after the
I
last one.
wanted to be boring for a change, right?
Rach, what was the LNAFP? Go on.
6 times 4 minus 3 for 21 and times 7. Even
Lovely.
excluded the 10. There were 100 solutions for that, by the way.
100.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the
Quite
record?
sexy, just bang on 100. Yeah.
Pseudonymous, do your thing. We need to find out, yeah, out of all the numbers rounds we have in this series, which one has the most solutions. Cool.
I liked Hilton's comment in that. Unlike when I play snooker, I've got 147.
Very good. Very good. Simplest is best. LNAFP. Correct. Cool. Easy. 25, 17. Round 4. Dan's letters.
4 consonants, 3 vowels, please.
L, P, S, and G, A, E, and I.
Vowel.
Another E.
And a vowel.
Sorry, a final A. Good luck. That was Dan. Dan.
I'm going to stay on 6.
And Elliot.
I'll stay on 6 then.
Okie dokie. Dan, what's yours?
Eagles.
Oh, nice. And Elliot.
Please.
Eagles, please.
Was Gallipes there?
Sorry, just looking down this list because there are a load of 6s there, baby. One of them was asleep.
That in the comments, a few people have put Gallipes question mark.
Yeah, the best you could do was 7. There was pelages, which is the fur of a mammal.
That's what I was debating, but I thought it might have been removed.
Yeah, and epigeel was the other one, which is a botanical term which means growing on or close to the ground. But yeah, 7 was the best you could do that.
All right. 31 to Elliot, 23 to Dan. Round 5, Elliot's letters.
4 consonants, please.
W, T, D, B, A. Oh, I think he just said 4 consonants, didn't he?
I mean, I've got to have at least 3 vowels. So,
do you want them back?
Yeah, fine.
Right.
Yeah,
there we go. Perfect.
A, E, and A.
Consonant.
J.
And another consonant.
And to finish, it's another T. 30 seconds, off you go. Elliot,
6.
Dan,
6.
Elliot.
Abated.
And Dan has
Same
the
word.
same. You didn't need 5 minutes to scroll that one down with the blur this time. Very good, very good. Not seeing anything else.
Nah, there was just
Beachy,
abated
Rach.
and battered. So the
Yeah,
contrast in
I
this
said
game to the
battered.
last is very strong. But yeah, just those 2 6s. There was interesting 5 there, which was abjad. I've probably pronounced that wrong. Abjad. That is a writing system in which a character typically represents a consonant, and vowels are an optional secondary feature. So yeah, it's quite
A bit
specific.
like Welsh, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, 37-29. Still 8 points the lead. Round 6. And it's Dan's first numbers pick.
I'm gonna go 2 large.
Okay. Your smalls are 10, 2.
Oh, bollocks.
No.
Sorry. Right, 10. Right, I'll just do this in a manual edit.
Yeah, 10 and 2.
Right.
And another 2 and 7. Your 2 larges are 50 and 75. And you will be going for 453. Off you go. And that's time. Dan,
Yeah, 453.
Elliot.
Yes, 453.
Alright.
1 second, Mr. Byram.
Uh,
Go for
50
it.
times 10 is 500.
Yes, it is.
Then take away the 75 is
Yeah.
425.
Yeah.
And then 7 times 2 times 2 is 28, and add it on.
Yeah. 4, 5, 3. Elliot.
50 plus 2 plus 2 for 54.
Yeah, that was
Multiply
my
by
way.
7 and add 75.
Repeat that.
Multiply by 7 is 378 and add 75.
Thank you. Oh, I got a little bit of in my ear then. But... Oh, I did it again. Sorry, it's my headset. Very good. Well done, both. 10 points apiece. Rach, anything interesting?
Not really. I went for 46 times 10 minus 7, but no, there's no real interesting ways.
Cool. All right, fair enough. 10 simple points. Very good. Let's have a look in the chat. Dan the man's way for me. I can see 453 now. Well done, Jay. And Latchford doesn't want to use brackets. He does. 47 to Elliot, 39 to Dan. Round 7, and it's Elliot's letters.
4 vowels, please.
E, O, I, and O.
3 consonants.
R, L, and N.
Another consonant.
T,
And a final vowel.
and finish U. Time starts now. That's your lot. Elliot,
8.
George, not George, Dan.
I'll go 8 then.
George. Elliot, what was your 8?
Outliner.
And
Yeah.
Dan, I'm assuming the same. Yeah, very good. Well done. Any advanced, speechy, or anything interesting?
It's not good, is it?
I did have a horrible feeling.
Yeah, sorry. Outliner was the best you could do, yeah, for it.
Oh, it is good. Okay.
Oh,
Brilliant.
good.
You let
You know,
Oh yeah, no,
I was
definitely in.
yeah, I was just worried it might have been removed, and then Adam was like, "What?" And then I thought, "Oh, it confirmed my fears." But
Yeah, sorry.
the thing was, I knew I checked that, but then I'd already forgotten. And when you were reacting like that, I was like, oh no, is it not in? I've already
No.
bloody checked
Yeah,
it.
I just muted my mic for reasons. But yeah, Lunia, Illusion, Retinol for 7, just a few examples, but obviously Outliner is the best you could do.
I'm very sorry, excuse me. Yeah, lots of outliners in the chat. Very good. And that takes us to 55-47. Round number 8. Dan, pick some letters, please.
4 and 3, please.
D, S, T, and R, O, A, and E.
Vowel.
A,
And a consonant.
and a final L. Off you go. Time is up. Dan,
8.
Elliot,
8.
Dan.
Leotards.
That's a classic. Cool. 8
Yeah,
points
lovely.
each.
Leotards, the countdown stalwart, it's beautiful. Other 2 weights were Delators and Lodestar, so obviously 2 anagrams of Leotard itself, but there was nothing more.
Cool.
Love
Very
Leotards.
nice. Yeah, it's a great word, that.
Not that I'm going to wear one.
Well, you know.
No.
Leotards and Lodestar, I still remember from when I was watching it as a kid, and Richard Whiteley.
Yeah.
I can still remember those.
Oh, yeah, leotards in honor of Richard Whiteley.
Yeah.
Oh, bless. But what else? Yeah, Lodestar. Very good. Very good. All right, well, let's move on. Round number 9. Elliot, it's your numbers again.
Thick small.
10, 7, and 3. 7, 8, and 5. Target for this round, 266. Good luck. Elliot,
Yeah, 266.
Dan,
266.
cool. Elliot, take it away.
8 times 3, take 5, equals 19.
Yes, it does.
And 7 plus 7 for 14. And
Yeah.
multiply them.
Very nice. And Dan,
10 times 8 plus 7, 87.
yeah.
Times by 3,
Mm-hmm.
261, I think.
Yeah.
And add 5.
Smash him. Cool. I think I went for 7 times 5 minus 8 is 27. And times 10, and then 7 minus 3 is 4. I think. Rach, anything else?
Well, I went for 7 times 5 plus 3, and then times 7. But there were 39 solutions there, majority of which were 38 times 7 in some way. How many is that? 70, is that 17? 4, 8, 12. Yeah, 17 solutions are variations of 38 by 7. And then, yeah, there's nothing really interesting there.
Okie dokie. 73 to Elliot, 65 to Dan. Not quite hitting the heights of the last game, but never mind. We'll let you
Have we
off.
had any 9 so far? We haven't, have we?
Not in this game.
No, the letters have been
They
shit.
robbed
stole
them
them
all,
all
you
in the
greedy
last
git.
one.
All right. Well, before we chat to Mr. Chairman, we'll do a quick plug of upcoming events. So, actually, yeah, that's one thing. We've had a very English feel, I think, with contestants. Be nice to get some other nationalities on. Like, we can't bring Stephen Grady back. But yeah, it was lovely having Trevor on as well. So if there's any Irish folks
And we had
who
Andres
wanna
on as
come
well
along.
earlier in
Andres,
series.
yeah. Let's get some
We gotta
representation
get
going.
Stu on. Get another
Yes.
Scott on.
I think Stu added his name to the list, but
Cool.
yeah. So yeah, I think we've got a couple of Irish events in the calendar. There's Waterford, which I think is not this coming weekend, the weekend after, and then Dublin, September, I think.
4th of October,
October.
local Dublin.
Yeah. Cool. And then Durham, obviously, which I'll be at. So obviously, everyone has to come along.
Yeah, but I'm not
MSR.
sitting next to you with your Man U shirt on.
I will.
Oh
It was
yeah.
shameful enough being at Old Trafford on Sunday. I'm not seeing sat with you in a Man U shirt.
Yeah, my skin still itches from that.
How was
Um,
Soccer 8? Did we win?
No,
No.
we didn't.
Of course we didn't.
No,
Right.
it was
They
a
had- they
fun
had.
fun charity game until Carlos Tevez obviously didn't get the memo.
And Paddy McGuinness in goal. What was that all about?
I know he wasn't great, but are people seriously giving him slack for conceding goals to Tevez? I mean,
It
come
wasn't
on.
his fault.
I
He-
mean,
you
it was
know,
probably
it's-
better than
Wasn't
Andre
great.
Onana's been at Old Trafford for
Yeah.
the past 2 years. So
He
Yeah,
should have. He should have saved big zoos, but the Tevez ones, some of them, there wasn't proper keepers probably wouldn't have saved them. So yeah,
I think Man United should probably bring in Paddy McGuinness and like I said, bring in Tevez as well on a 1-year deal for this coming season. Might score a few more goals. But anyway, let's go back. So there's nothing else in July, is there? It's straight to August then with MSR's Brum
mhm.
and Reading end of August. Yeah.
Mhm.
And then Blackpool in September. There's another one coming up, isn't there, Beachy? A bit later in the year.
Yes, there is in Edinburgh. I was wondering what you were going for there. Yeah, in Edinburgh. That's another one of mine, unfortunately. But yeah, that will be the 18th of October. Yes.
Yeah. Cool. And then is Hemel Hempstead happening, George?
Yes.
Yeah. Cool. I think you said you might have an update on finals, but unfortunately it's not ready for now. So yeah,
No,
when that's
I
ready, we'll
should know
share that.
towards the end of this week.
Cool. But coming back to this past weekend, Stockport, how was that?
Very good. Mark's first time hosting Bristol style, and it went more or less perfectly smoothly. Andy Platt, thankfully, has written up a rather lovely blog post for our website, which I have just stuck in the live chat. Or if you're watching this live, I stuck in the live chat about 20 seconds ago.
Oh, brilliant. Cool. Who won, by the way?
Jack
Yeah.
beat Bradley in the final.
Yay,
MSR
Bradford.
was the only person to beat Jack all day in the last 8 games, and he
Ooh.
got third. So back-to-back podiums for him.
show off.
Nice.
Where's the full thingy?
He's obviously been praying harder to get better results.
He did have a Jesus top on, that might have helped. Yeah.
Of course he did. Bless
Charles
him.
Baker, who was on the telly recently, his first tournament, he came 11th.
Oh,
Got
nice
4
one.
wins.
Very cool.
And like I said,
How
Dave
many were
Lord in
there?
the
Was-
chat earlier, sadly didn't bring his ukulele this time.
Oh, that's a
Maybe for
shame.
Blackpool. We had 31 in the end.
31. Nice. Well done, Mark. That's a great turnout. So sad we couldn't make it, but I was hungover, and then we were coming that way anyway on the Sunday. So yeah, unfortunately, but yeah, if it happens next year, hopefully the stars will align and we can be there. But no, Durham's our next event, so yeah, really hope to see some people there in the flesh. Cool. Let's move on. When you're ready, Beachy.
I will just unpin George first.
Well, no, I'm sure, give the people what they want.
Oh, okay.
Well,
over
I
my
mean, you say
background,
that,
and there
but
we are.
Hilton's asked to see Beachy in a leotard and Elliot in a mankini, and them both together. So you want to
Afraid
give
we
the
get
people what they
no
want?
more clothing items throughout the rest of this episode.
Zoomdown After Dark. Right.
Base 2.
Round 10. Dan, it's your letters.
Could I have 4 consonants and 3 vowels, please?
Yes. S, N, T, and K. I, U, and E.
A vowel?
Another I.
And a consonant.
And R. Good luck. That is time. Dan,
8.
Elliot.
8.
Dan,
Stinkier.
Elliot.
I'll go with that as well then.
Very nice. Yeah, that's what I had. What a lot of people had, I think. Beachy.
Yeah, it was the one that stood out, wasn't it? Yeah, it wasn't too much of a stinker of a round. Obviously, the other, well, not obviously, but the other 8 on offer was neuritis. And that is inflammation of a peripheral nerve or other nerves, usually causing pain and loss of function. So yeah, I'd take stinkier over neuritis.
Yeah,
But yeah,
very good. I'm just Oh, sorry, Rach, what were you going to say?
Sorry, I'm sad. I'd already searched the word neuritis, and then I just spotted in there it's got varicella, such as varicella zoster. Just never seen the word before. It comes up
okay.
twice.
Well,
Yeah.
reading through the comments, some about my thing about nationalities, Ewan Crab has put another Scotsman in me would be nice. But I mean, what you get up in your own time, get up to in your own time, Ewan, that's your business.
Oh God.
We've had Trevor, Grady, Andres, and the UK doesn't acknowledge Andy Platt, so that's 4 not from England already. And Alan will be at both Irish events, so best of luck to you, Alan. Tevez scored more goals at Old Trafford than Hoyland this season. Excellent.
Yeah.
Cool.
There's no link showing, George.
Yeah, I
Can
keep
you-
posting. I think the chat is eating it. I think YouTube doesn't like posting links in it.
Oh, YouTube's
okay.
a bastard for the links. I tried tagging somebody in something before. It was like, nah, comment deleted. I was like, sorry.
How
Okay.
mean.
Fair enough.
Cool. Oh, Ahmed's in the chat. I might contact
Hey.
you.
I'm glad he's joined after round 2.
I would love to get that man on again.
He was
But-
definitely on earlier because he got that varicella, I think. Or one of the
Of course
other
he did.
thousands
Of
of
course he
names
did.
that came up in the last game. Anyway.
Right. Round 11. And Elliot, it's your letters.
Yeah, just mash them randomly and see what comes up, Adam.
All right, I'll do
Ooh, it has
CV9
never
then.
been done before on Zoomdown. SONIDET, another I, and C. Good luck. Off you go. That is time. Elliot.
I might regret doing that. 8
Dan.
8.
Elliot.
editions.
Editions.
Same word.
Nice.
one.
Insectoid. Oh, that would have been nice. Beachy. over
Yeah,
to you.
it was the Max there. You made a good decision there, Elliot. Sorry, I was trying to think of a pun that was terrible. But decision was one of them. Sedition. A 7, which has come up, I think, a couple of times in this series so far. Tenoid. Ctenoid. They're the fish scales with the projections on the edge. Yeah, like the teeth of a comb. Yeah, that's come up a few times. But yeah, obviously 8 is the best.
Very good. Very good. The scores are now 89 to Elliot, 81 to Dan. 2 letters rounds left. First round to be picked by Dan.
4 consonants and 3 vowels, please.
S, F, M, and T. E, U, and another E.
A vowel.
A,
And a vowel.
and lastly O. Off you go. Dan, what do you got?
7.
Elliot, what do you got?
7.
Dan?
Sfumato.
Ah, yes. Yeah, very good. Beachy, what does it mean?
Sfumato, it's the only 7 there. It's not a type of tomato as I thought it was. Yeah, it's an odd spelling, isn't it? Because you would think the S would be silent. So, yeah, the odd spelling. But yeah, it's an art term. It's the technique of allowing tones and colours to shade gradually into one another. It produces a softened... Great, start that again. It produces softened outlines or hazy forms.
Sfumato.
Sfumato.
Very nice.
Tomato,
Very good.
not a tomato.
Sfumato. Cool. Was there anything else? Or was that the best you could do?
Yeah, that was the only 7. A few 6s, famous, fetus, meet us. But yeah, that was just the only 7 on offer.
Cool.
You know, when I was picking that, as soon as SFMT came out, I was thinking sfumato. And then as I started picking the vowels, I started thinking, oh, I wonder if after 3 vowels I can pick for tumifies. Yeah. And then I completely forgot about sfumato. And it was only about 20 seconds in. I was like, oh, yeah, sfumato.
It's an excellent spot, honestly. Yeah, it's brilliant.
Matt O'Connor's joined the chat. He's like, oh, God, it's that Byron fella again. Right. Yeah. He hasn't really. Don't worry. He used much stronger language than that. Right, it's the final letters round. And who's picking them? Elliot's picking them.
3 consonants, please.
All right.
L, Q, and N.
And a vowel.
E,
Another 2 consonants.
P, and N.
Another consonant.
Y,
A vowel and another vowel.
a U, and an A. Good luck. Off you go. Alrighty, Elliot
I'll try a 7.
and Dan.
Okay, well, I'll have to try a 7 then.
Alrighty, Elliot, what's your 7?
Blackie.
Spell
I'm
it.
gonna well, I'm going for the same one anyway.
Just plaque
so you
with a
can
Y
read
on the
mine.
end, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. All right.
Ugh, that sounds horrible.
Something with a lot of plaque on it, maybe.
It's
Like
not
your
there.
teeth.
Ah, that's a
Okay.
It's
shame.
not there. Yeah, sorry. The 2 6s on offer, obviously plaque and punani. And punani is the female genitals, which I did not know.
You didn't know Funani?
I
I
didn't
didn't
know
know-
it
I
was
didn't know
valid
it
with a
either.
Y.
I mean, Beachy
Do you
not
expect the
knowing
game
it does
guy to
not
know
shock
that?
me.
I giggle every time I declare Punani.
I genuinely did not know that.
With a Y.
Yeah,
That's
you
right.
can
I
have
didn't know it
obviously the
existed
eye
with
on
a
the
Y.
Y, yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, just a different kind of Punani.
Oh, so the origin is perhaps from Poon, which is obviously short for Poontang. So,
Yeah.
right, so that's
Yes.
0, isn't it, each? Okay.
Let's cease the fanny
Oh.
talk for now. Plucky doesn't appear in that list unless it's just taking forever to search for it, so it never existed. But hey ho, 96, 88, and Dan, it's numbers for you.
I'm gonna have to be kind of boring, but I won't go as low as 1 large. So let's have 2 large.
2 larges. Okay, your smallsies are 7 and 2, 3 and 10. 2 larges, 100 and 75. Your final target of this game is 664. Best of luck. And that's your lot. Dan,
Yeah, I've got it scruffily written down.
Elliot,
Yeah, I've got it.
cool. Dan,
I haven't worked out any of the intermediate steps, so I need you to do that for me. 100 plus 3
yeah,
times 7.
yeah, 721
Take away 75.
is 6, 5, something.
646, is it not?
646, yep. It's been a long day.
It's 646. Okay, that's different to what I thought it was going to be.
Soz.
I haven't got the numbers left to get there.
Oh, unlucky.
I
Very
mean,
unlucky.
I'm not trusting my own maths right now.
Elliot,
I thought, yeah,
Uh,
okay.
100 times 7 for 700.
yep.
N plus 2 times 3 equals 36, and knock it off.
Knock it off.
Knock it
Yeah,
off.
that was
6, 6.
that was a poor miss.
Unlucky.
Yeah, unlucky.
I've avenged the champion of champions defeat.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well done. We'll get squealy and overexcited at your tetrachampdom in a minute once we finish the formalities.
There
Right.
were only 7 solutions for that, by the way. Nothing interesting.
I've seen a different one.
What have you seen?
I don't remember. I was looking at it afterwards. It involved oh, it doesn't matter.
Okay, never mind.
All right, 106.88. We have a conundrum lined up. We have buzzers to test. That's Elliot's, that works. That's Dan's, that works. Okay, best of luck both. Let's reveal this Zoomdown conundrum. That's Dan on 2.8 seconds.
Hemi penis.
Nice.
You really didn't want to say that loud, did you?
No, I was just really regretting the previous round.
Yeah.
I mean, I picked that one because it's really hard. So,
Oh.
well done. Unlucky. Yeah.
I wasn't
These
unlucky.
things happen,
It was
but yeah,
It
It
was
was-
poor.
it was
but a
bad,
good
yeah.
spot. It's a good spot at the end. Elliot, congratulations. Our
Good
second
job, Elliot. Well done. Sorry, I
tetrachamp
don't want to be bitter. Good,
of the
good stuff.
season. Well done. So 106.98, the final score. Let's just quickly see what that does to the standings.
Yeah, just put in the comments, Dan looking annoyed with himself.
Oh, well, don't worry. You're a double champion. So, and you play the piano beautifully, as I witnessed at Countdown in London. So
I don't need you to run my ego, but thank you.
And you get to go to dinner with your friend on Thursday.
Yes, I
No.
do get to go to my planned dinner with my friend on Thursday, so that will be nice.
Very good.
And who needs to win this when you're going to the European Championships?
There you go. See,
So we've got a
full of
nice stat here
positives.
from Pseudonymous. Elliot's Tetramax is 576. The previous record for that was held by Fiona with 546 in Series 3.
564 Beachy.
564. Yeah. What did I say?
546.
Oh, God.
Well, I've got Elliot on 504 points from his 4 wins. So top of the tree, over 125 average, which is just beautiful. But yeah, you've knocked MSR off the top for now. Cool. Well, thank you for winning, Elliot. That makes it so much easier for Thursday now.
I'm glad to have been used there, but 504 from 576, I think, works out a nice 87.5% max exactly.
Good stuff. Yep, very nice.
I
Well-
wanted to feel a bit better after you've sort of shrouded Dan in so much glory today.
They have said in the comments, group hug for Dan. Yeah, it's not about you.
Guys, I'm not a drowning puppy. I'm okay.
Commiserations rather than congratulations.
All right, we've stopped being nice now, you hemi penis. Right, coming up on Thursday, 3 new contestants. So, game 1. If you don't want to hear any spoilers, by the way, then disappear now. But our not very own, Beachy's friend, Brandon, will be joining us, and he will be playing against another Armstrong. Yeah, George's dad's coming to play, which is going to be amazing.
Another
really,
one!
Really pleased. We've got 2, I think, 2 Zoomdown debutants there. So, yeah, that's going to be exciting. And, yeah, whoever wins that gets to play one of my top favourite people, Martin Pegram, or Peggers, as he's known. Yeah, he's a darts legend, and he's not bad at Countdown either. So, yeah, should be 2 really good games. Hopefully everyone can tune in again. We've got 40 watching now, so thank you. But yeah, I think that's everything. So thank you for watching. Congratulations, Elliot.
Thank you.
Congratulations on Catan, Dan, and congratulations on being Mr. Chairman, George.
And a very belated
I'm here
happy
as well.
birthday to you as well, Daz, just to remind everyone.
Oh, yeah, thank
Get
you.
your cards, presents, love messages across to him, you know.
Yeah, hard to
And what
believe
about
this
me
is
for the
a...
weekend, Elliot? Come on. What about me? Why is it all about him?
Oh, yeah, of course. And
Is
a
it
happy,
still closer
happy
to my
future birthday to you.
Christ, these
Thank you.
youngsters, honestly. But yeah, this is a 44-year-old face, apparently. And if you hide the grey hairs and the attempted beard and the bald head, then maybe it's easier
Only
to believe.
44?
Well, according to my niece, Daz is 28, but I look 31.
32 on Saturday.
Yeah. Well, no, she said I was going to be 31 on my birthday. And when I said, how old do you think Daz is today? She said 28. I would have taken the 31 because I'll be 33. But saying he's younger than me, I was offended.
It's the lack of wrinkles, but you can't see him in this light. All right. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you Thursday. Bye
Yeah.
bye.
Guys.
Cheers,
Bye.
everyone.
I think that's it.
We're done.